In this video, we're going to be focusing on graphs and how to complete them. Now, this graph in front of you came from the last PPE that you did. Unfortunately, a number of students were unsure on how to complete this graph accurately and correctly. So hopefully this video will go some way to show you not only just how to complete this graph, but all graph questions that you see in your papers. When it comes to answering a graph question, you are going to need two vital pieces of equipment. One, a ruler, and two, a sharp pencil. Always, always, always complete your graph questions using a pencil and using a ruler. Don't do them freehand, don't use a pen. The examiners are looking for accuracy from your work. For this graph, there were two questions. Unfortunately, some people missed these questions, so you need to make sure that you read all pieces of the exam paper carefully to ensure that you realise that these are in fact questions. So question 2.1, plot the following data onto figure 5. Now figure 5 was the graph. They've given us a country, Germany, its birth rate, 9 for every 1,000 per year, and its GNI in US dollars per person, which is 44,000. What you had to do was plot this accurately onto the graph. In order to plot this correctly, you need to make sure that you read the lines on the graph accurately. Along the bottom was the GNI in US dollars, so you needed to work out where 44,000 was, and then go up to 9 people per 100th or per 1,000 per year. To complete this part of the graph accurately, you needed to use the axes. You needed to come along the bottom for GNI in US dollars per person per year to 44,000, and then run up to 9 per 1,000 per year on the birth rate. There is no need for inaccuracy on this graph. It is very possible for you to pinpoint exactly where that cross should go. The second question, using this graph, was 2.2. Draw a best fit line on figure 5. This required you to use your math skills. You have done this skill in maths a number of times. There's no reason why you cannot transfer that skill directly to your geography exam. Drawing a line of best fit required you to use a pencil and a ruler to draw a straight line that ran just below the cross for Nigeria and underneath the crosses for the UK and Canada. Unfortunately, we saw a wide range of lines from your exams. Some went in the opposite direction, some were curved, some were at right angles, and some people didn't even try to complete it. There's no need for you to miss this sort of question out. Although these questions are only worth 1 mark each, if you do that throughout your whole paper, you could miss a vast number of marks. So, to recap, when completing a graph, you need to make sure that you use a pencil, a ruler, and that you pinpoint information as accurately as you possibly can on the graph.